you're a lady and you wear pants a lot, you wear a dress, people lose
it.
their
Yeah, they do.
shit.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, they used to have 2 legs and now it looks like you have just one giant leg. That's amazing. They're like, minds are blown.
That's why I don't do it that often. Right?
I know,
That's why
it's annoying.
It has impact. You know, everyone's wearing dresses every day.
All right, welcome to the Checker Podski. We're doing it now. Stanley's got his Kong. He's being a good boy. He's not sassing, no barking. Yeah, see, he's like, don't touch me. I don't want to.
But it's hard not to pet him.
I know, it's hard because he's so cute.
You gotta get a 4th camera that's always on him.
Yeah.
Like
constantly panning.
Yeah, exactly, constantly.
Or like one of those like.
And it's just like a little square in the background.
Yeah.
Wherever we're talking, there's like a where's Stanley at?
Yep.
When we have more money, we'll get a little Stanley cam.
That's where the money's going.
That's where all the money's going.
Once we make money on this show.
I guess, do you have a topic that you want to start off?
Not without looking at my phone. So.
Oh, okay.
If you have something.
Do you need your phone?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah.
Well, I just saw
this. We all need our phones.
Yeah, no, I have it written down. Yeah, I have it.
I wrote mine down weeks ago.
I saw this like recently, and
right
because like Nick's like movies and stuff. I thought about like I wanted to get your opinion on this. So like this topic has been going around like TikTok where people will be like asking what's a movie that will leave you in awe. And this guy that's like a cinephile or whatever, this dude online was like, we are not watching enough movies because you're not going to guess. Like the number 1 movie that people said was About Time.
Wait, what was it for again?
It's a nice movie.
Yeah, that's exactly what the guy said. The guy's like, it's a fine movie, but like the movie was like a movie that will leave you in awe.
Oh, okay, got it.
A movie that will like really change your perception. Like, wow, you come out like rocked.
Did I even see that movie? I don't know if I've seen
I
it.
don't
Talked
know.
about
It's
this
like,
before.
Yeah, probably. Did we talk about it on the podcast though?
No.
Yeah.
No.
This is new to the audience.
Right.
but I just thought because we talked,
Hard-hitting
yeah,
subjects that we want.
I feel like that movie is like really sweet, and it's like one of those things where it's like a reminder to like live life to the fullest kind of a thing.
Okay.
But it's not like, it depends on what they mean by awe-inspiring.
yeah,
Because like
it's cute.
but it's not like,
It's a little creepy.
What would be like?
yeah, it's definitely creepy. Yeah.
What's the
It has
premise
some-
of this movie?
I think the premise of the movie is the guy can go back in time.
Yeah, every male in that family is able to go back in time to any moment that they remember. So if they like, go into a dark room and like do some stupid hand thing,
Yeah.
and then they can go back and then just like live from then on. But you can go back as many times as you want to like.
It's the whole point, like, just live in the moment, even though.
Well, yeah, because at the end of the movie, spoiler alert.
Yeah. Spoiler. Fast forward.
It's like he keeps on doing it, and then it's like things change that you didn't want to change, or like things don't happen the way you thought they would, and he's just like, I just want to live like a normal person. And then you, as the person who is forced to live as a normal person, is like, that's nice.
Yeah. You're like, wow, even if you had this superpower,
exactly,
you shouldn't use it. I think it was some stand-up that we saw, and I wish I could give her credit, but it was something like the idea that taking like medication, like let's say for anxiety or something like that, it'll have a what's it called, a side effect, and a side effect being like if you do like a spell, like anytime you see a movie where someone has magic, it's always there's some sort of trade-off. Oh, you mean like a side effect? Like, your phone is like nice to have, it's a great technology, but then the trade-off is like maybe you're hunched over from looking at, I don't know, or like
Right.
or
you
just
or your brain was never meant to have that much
impersonalization
information.
that happens from everyone relying on their phones.
Right.
But I just think it's funny that it's like, I thought that was a good idea of
There's always
that
a
she pointed
trick.
out.
Yeah, a curse to it.
And I wish I could.
Yeah, like the devil will give you, like, I'll give you eternal life, but like your body will decree, or
Yeah,
they always
exactly.
like,
like
here's
there's
the
always
side
a
effects
trick. There's always some side effect.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's just like medication, like, or any sort of advancement that we've made. There's always some sort of.
It's always
trade-off.
a debt.
Yeah.
Always a debt. We just need to be toiling in the fields now. I just thought it was interesting because I was like, what movie would you say? Because the one guy was like, if I was going to say, he's like, I'd be like, Everything Everywhere All at Once maybe, or something, blah, blah. Like he like did like a few other ones where he was just like, he's like, but About Time, he's like, it's a sweet movie, but is it like awe-inspiring?
What would you say is awe-inspiring? You've seen a lot of movies.
I feel
Someone said Interstellar.
Yeah, I was thinking like space things kind of feel awe-inspiring just because they're so like, it's like a spectacle.
Yeah.
But I don't really know what they mean by
Marvel.
that.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
love a Marvel.
I love
yeah.
a Marvel.
He loves
Marvel
a
is
You
Marvel.
look like a Marvel
awe-inspiring.
today.
It's a Marvel head over here.
Yeah, I feel like space things maybe, but I feel like they were thinking awe-inspiring is like makes you like you leave the theater different than you arrived kind of a thing, which could be from so many different things.
Yes.
Right.
I would say I think there's something about being in the present moment, being like, wow, life is beautiful. Look at a tree. I think that to me is when I think of like what they're trying to say with that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like
which I think
that
movie
so then
that
does
movie is
that.
nice.
Then
It's
it
nice.
delivers
Yeah.
that. So that,
Yeah.
but that's what I think they're going for. I don't think awe-inspiring in terms of like, wow, the possibilities are endless. I've changed. I think it's
Right.
I think it's that appreciation for the present moment, or just like a small thing in your life, and wow, life isn't life beautiful kind of thing. I
Yeah,
think
maybe
that's
it's
what they're
that
going
word that he used.
And
that was
now
the
I'm wondering
problem.
like what movie
Yeah.
would be like that, because movies, I guess I don't think I see enough movies, or I don't
Me either.
necessarily seek out movies that do that necessarily.
And then he also said too that like people are too that his thing too was like people like have a hard time with movies that don't end like well,
Yeah.
and that is
Yes.
absolutely true.
Yes, yeah, people like a feel good, predictable.
People love
thing.
a feel good thing because life is a nightmare, I guess, and they're like, I need
Yeah.
something to escape the.
And there's
horrors.
nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with a
I'm
good
like,
movie.
There's a lot of movies I'm like, I want this to end the way I think
Yep.
think it's gonna end.
Yep.
And they don't need to like glam it up with something confusing and sad.
Yeah,
I like confusing and sad.
They glam it up. He
loves a
likes the-
confusing and sad story. I don't know. You can have a like confusing and kind of whatever. What is it? The French one where he falls off a Anatomy of a Fall. I should.
Okay.
That was good or whatever. And I found out like recently, I guess like Anatomy of a Fall was somebody, or like they said like the scene of her like talking to him and being like, you're just mad because your life blah blah blah, I guess is a reaction to Marriage Story. Have you seen Marriage Story? I haven't, but like there was like an argument in there where he like punches the wall and blah blah blah, and it's so funny because like everyone's like, well, I can see both sides, and someone's like, if you punch a wall, you've lost the argument.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
You've already, that's it, you're in the
Yeah.
wrong if you're losing your shit that much. But I guess that like,
Unless you've been gaslit to the point of doing an outburst.
sure, but I don't think that was happening.
I'm sure it wasn't.
But I haven't
Yeah.
seen it. But
I don't remember.
I don't know. I remember either. But everyone was calling
Well,
him
you haven't
Kylo
seen this, you
Ren
can't
in
remember.
the
Yeah.
comments, and it
Yeah.
made me laugh because I forget that that's who he is.
That
to
movie
people.
gets referenced a lot. I need to see it just because of how
I need
often
to see
gets
it too.
referenced.
Yeah.
Marriage Story.
Have you seen other Noah Baumbach movies?
No.
Name one.
What's what? Oh, name
Yeah,
them.
name one. Not a big
The
director.
Meyerowitz story is like a Netflix one that was like 2018
Who
or
is?
something.
Ooh, I've
Adam
heard of that
Adam
one.
Sandler's in that one.
I did see that.
I really liked
I just
that.
remember there's a scene with his dad in the diner or something, in New York or
Yeah,
something.
he's just like cursing and insane.
Yeah, I can't. You'd have to say more about the movie. It's like not front of mind.
It's just like a
I had seen
family
that.
drama.
Oh, I love a family drama. So like,
That's what every movie he's ever made is.
Oh,
But
fair.
Okay.
they're a little like they have like a quirk to them that like some people don't like.
like my favorite movies, as you know, Silver Linings Playbook
Love that.
and The Fighter, both family movies, same director.
I've never seen The Fighter.
The same director?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah,
That makes a lot. Who's the director?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. Doesn't
I
matter.
love Huckabees or something. Same guy did that.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
There's too many movies to watch. It gets
There's
overwhelming.
so many.
There's so
It's
many.
Insane.
I saw a girl that she posted that she's like her younger sister was born in 2012, so her younger sister is Gen Alpha, and she asked her sister
Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha, yeah. They've started back at the beginning. They've started back at the beginning, and she asked her, she's like, oh, so like, she's like, when I was a kid, I watched Disney Channel. Like, she's like, oh, so what are some like, what are the shows you're watching on Disney Channel? And the sister like turned to her and she's like, I don't watch plot-based media.
That's crazy.
And that's crazy. Because someone was like, that's like a big problem that like kid, like I guess like
what
kids,
do they watch? That like
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
guess
what's
influencers
what's the
or
substitute to the
streams?
plot is just chaos. I'm not
random
sure.
videos, people talking
random
about stuff.
videos.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
You watch
could be informational,
influencers.
could be.
But there's no story. They don't watch like stories anymore. And
It's
everyone's
really not
like,
a good sign.
It's not a good sign. Like a child psychologist was like, or this one, I think the guy that made like the anxious generation, he's like, yeah, I think I talked a lot about certain stuff. He's like, but I really like did not like he's like, I did not realize how bad the internet and like iPads were for kids because like like unless you're like showing them, he's like if you can get your kid to watch like a 90-minute cartoon, like just get them to watch like, you know, Lilo and Stitch, like watch a whole movie through. It's difficult to like get them to do that now.
It's awful.
Which is so sad because I was like, I would watch like My Fair Lady, which was like a 3-hour movie with like an intermission in the middle, and just be like, all right, next VHS. And like, because we didn't have like the constant bombardment, I was like, so that makes me think that like, I don't know, I worry about like the film industry as like a whole, because it is just it's stories. And they're like, they don't do stories anymore. At least that's what the kid said. Maybe she'll come back to it. I don't know. One child. This one child that's
representative of a whole generation.
We took a poll, and it was
one
child.
Somebody else took a poll, and we saw it on a TikTok, and our information source is very sound.
Saying I don't watch plot-based. What did I say? I don't watch
plot-based media.
It reminds me of when I was a kid. My friend Daniel came over, and my mom was like, "Daniel, can you help move this box?" And he was like, "I don't do manual labor."
Wow.
How old was this kid?
Probably like in middle school.
Wow. That is such a.
It's a classic.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Not in our household. That's all you do is manual labor.
All you do is manual labor. They would have kicked him out real fast. Old man Chekarowski would have been like, sounds like your friend can't come over.
We were putting in like a garden box in front of the house, and
I saw it.
Yeah, and I decided new family phrase unlocked, which is because we have an old family phrase, which I think we've talked about before, where if we're not late, we're not coming. And then the new one is no one works harder than a Chekarowski on their day off.
Yep.
Because it's
we
like as soon as I was let off work, I'm like, all right, sweet, get to do my garden box now. And then I'm like doing all this physical manual labor. And then Caitlin's like, oh, well, I don't know. You probably helped me out something with it. And I'm just like, what is wrong with us?
Yeah, I don't know.
Our dad got one day off a week, and he chose to
do rocks.
I gotta go clean the forest and
make us do it too.
The whole field right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the whole thing though, where it's like you don't know what to do with yourself, so you're just like,
gotta
there's
get to
a
work.
new project.
Yeah. But I'm like, if I don't get it done now, I'm just never going to get it done.
No.
So, like, then you delay it, and then it's June, and it's like nothing's going to grow now but anyways, I'm like, what is wrong?
I thought you were going to say, like, life is like a garden box or something.
Oh, it was like a garden box.
I thought garden box was going to be part of the phrase.
No.
Oh, no. I like that. Like, I don't do plot-based or predictable
I don't do garden box-based.
Garden box-based messages.
Messages, yeah, exactly. Although I do want to start something where people put like, you know how you name a boat? And it'd be like, I don't know names of boats. What?
Like on the side?
Yeah, on the back.
The Sopranos?
Yeah, what'd they call theirs?
Stugats.
What does that mean?
I think it means balls.
Oh, okay, yeah. So like that. Good. But then what if you named your garden box that? So people walk by, it's on the street, they could see the name. I like this. I was telling our neighbor who was helping me build the box too. I was like, oh, we should call it the envy of Avondale, right? Or something like this. And like he was giving me nothing. He was not laughing at any of my ads. I was like, it did make me think about like who's like neurodivergent or not neurodivergent here. Like, because if you can riff, does that mean you're neurodivergent, or does the opposite true? Are you masking so highly because he doesn't know that? I'm joking?
Yeah, because we think everything's masking now.
Yeah, like people that aren't people that are like normal or like not able to joke, are they the ones masking? I'm just I'm confused. It could go either way.
It could go either way.
It could, because like people that are masking don't understand a joke, right? Like, or people that are neurodivergent, or autistic.
Sometimes,
if you're autistic, you don't get jokes, right?
Sometimes,
so
depends on the joke.
I was like,
depends on the joke.
It has nothing to do with my joke not being funny, of course. It has all to do with this person
right.
not laughing at it.
Yeah, no.
Like there's something wrong with that person, not me and my comedy that I make up.
No. They're wrong. You're right.
Like, you should build off people's ideas. You shouldn't just sit there silently.
I think there's like, regardless of like neurodivergence, I think there's like a thing of like some people want to build and some people just don't want to.
Some people just don't have a lot of thoughts going on as well. I don't know what that's
Or it's
called.
like a connection thing. Like, you can't.
I don't know what that is, but I think that is part of it. I assume everyone's brain is like mine. That's the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is a huge
problem.
I've told you this before, but like my friend and roommate in college like watched all of The Office.
Yeah.
And it was like I like went into his room while he was watching, like he like binge watched the entire thing, and I like went into his room when he was watching like the last episode, and like I've seen like a handful of episodes but never like committed to it like that, and I was like sitting there while he's watching the last one. I was like eating something, and it's like like the last episode's very sad, and I was like tearing up watching the last episode, and then it was over, and I was like, wow. And like he turned to me, and I was like, what did you think? Because it's like he just went through this whole journey.
Yeah.
And he was just like, that was pretty good.
Wow, that's it.
Like, wow. Yeah, just nothing.
Huh.
Crazy.
No, and you were like, oh God, the wedding. You're already into it.
One episode. Yeah.
It's great. I mean, it's worth. It's definitely worth watching. Like, even if people like overdid it or whatever, it's like.
Yeah.
Although there is something too, like when we were talking about the movies earlier, I'm like, I think some movies are like, what's it called? Lack of a better word, consumable, like easy to like digest like emotionally, where other ones I do have things where it's like I'm not sure what to think about it, but then later on I like reference it or something that happened in that movie, and that probably means it usually means I like the movie a lot, but I'm like, I don't know that initially if it's something that takes longer to process, if that makes sense. It's almost like I don't get an initial read on it, but later I'm like, oh yeah, then when this happened, that was like really interesting, or that reminds me of this from that movie. No specific examples, but that would be. I think there's some media or like stories or whatever that are just take longer for it to like sit, like you resonate essentially.
Yeah.
So maybe like a week later, he would have been like, "Wow."
He wasn't.
I know. I
see where you're going.
He wasn't. You're like, I see where you're going. This, and you're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna take that right away.
Yeah.
Definitely true though. I mean, movies, music, all the things like sometimes require a second viewing or a second.
It also
or like years
is
later.
ability to emote, right? Because I remember everyone being like, "Oh, Forrest Gump, that movie's so sad. You'll definitely cry in it." I watched it. Like dry eye. Need some drops.
Wow.
You know.
She needs some drops,
And it's not that it wasn't sad. I was just like in high school, not able to emote properly.
Yeah,
like,
we
I
were
had to go to
everything
therapy
down.
and
Me
all
too.
that stuff. And then
Crack
after
it
therapy,
open.
I was like, oh, I can actually cry now. It's very strange. It's very interesting to like have a whole emotion like locked.
Yeah.
And not accessible.
Yeah, it's like locked in. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like if you're gonna make it, if you really want to get me to cry, it's not just a sad movie, but if it's a sad moment I watched as a child, it'll just wreck me.
Yep.
It'll just wreck me.
Lilo and Stitch.
Like Lilo and Stitch. It will wreck me. Or I recently, for some odd reason, got onto TikTok where kids are watching Homeward Bound for the first time, and the parents are like filming the kids' reactions, and not even watching it, just hearing the music kills me every single time. I'm just like bawling my eyes out. I'm like, he's coming over the hill. I can't handle it. I can't handle anything.
When he's stuck in that little hole.
Yeah.
God.
Jesus.
I don't know. That one might hit harder than Old Yeller, but they both hit pretty hard.
Someone said the reason why it hits hard and the reason why it hits
dogs are innocent.
Is because they're like, everybody has a wish that that their dog would come back.
God, that's
and I was like,
awful.
God.
That's so sad.
And then I was crying over that. I can't handle anything anymore.
I think there's also something where a dog is like innocent, where a child you could be like, that kid was a bad kid. The kid's still a human. He's still gonna grow up to be a human.
No, yeah. And a man.
Yeah, I'm like, well, but like a dog.
Matter
I'm
of time.
A dog never did anything wrong.
No,
never
exactly.
would.
I think that's why people are like,
Never
wow,
did,
you
never
care
would.
more about an animal than human rights. I'm like, I get what you're saying, and I can care about both of them, but the animal's innocent.
Yes, exactly. Totally innocent. Oh,
Not me, Nick. I'm not. Stanley
has
Stanley,
Say something.
Stanley has a lot to say.
Just
Stanley.
looking at me.
Yeah.
Lay down, Papa.
Stanley can't make out with the guests.
Gotcha. Let me stand in front of this camera now.
Good.
Very
Mixing
good,
up the
Stanley.
shots.
Speaking of men,
I don't know how.
Love those guys.
How
Love
deep
it.
dive is your thing? Because I got a thing. Mine's short.
You're short. Okay, let's do short first.
All right. Okay, I've asked several people this, and I thought it would be one of those things that everyone did as a kid, and it turns out, and this could be a poll that you do or something.
Okay.
On yours, that we used to make shivs out of popsicle sticks, and people did not do that.
What do you mean shivs? When? How?
You would take the popsicle stick and then you rub it against the cement until it turns into a sharp object.
And then you would
remember
stab
doing
people
that?
with
We would
those?
definitely do it. We wouldn't stab anyone. It was just like a joke. Like,
just
oh,
like,
we have to make that. Yes, exactly.
If we did, I don't.
You don't remember it. Okay.
I mean, I believe you because you have obviously a bigger memory for when we were kids because obviously you're a little bit older. But
I was gonna say she has a big brain.
no,
Yeah.
well she has a big brain. Yeah, but I'm sure she
might
remembers
be-
it. There were certain aspects.
maybe it
of
was
where-
something like
I believe
me
you.
and Josh did then.
No,
with
that
the
absolutely
neighbors,
sounds like something we would do.
because the neighbors were all boys. It could
Or like when
something
you were
that.
eating like a candy cane and you're like, I'm gonna make this point
100%,
so sharp.
100%.
That's exactly like that. Yeah, but I don't
Why?
know why. But I
Just
was
in
like,
case.
I'm like, what is going on? But I guess a lot. I
You
thought this
never
would be one of those
know.
things where it's like, oh yeah, technically everyone did that, and they're like, not everyone did it. And I
Oh
was like,
wow!
what's
So
going
not
on?
everybody is going by
Trouble
like,
at home.
not everybody's preparing for prison.
Yeah. Well, you know how like you have this. I don't know if you still do the bit where you had like a stand-up bit about like being on the bus and like being a prisoner, and they're like, "Let us get out" or
Yep.
whatever, and like people
Yep.
are making like honking to get help, and
yeah.
then they're like, maybe if they know there's a baby, and you're doing like a, I don't know, I
A
don't wanna-
baby. Yeah, and a lot of people did it.
What?
You didn't do
You
this
have
on
to
like?
explain
Did you ride the
this.
bus?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Like
Shout out the bus.
Shout out the bus. I fucking love the bus. Don't even get me started. Like my whole bit is
There's a
that
bus
I
kid.
love it because it's like anarchy on wheels. Because it's like there's a room full of children,
No seatbelts.
no seatbelts, and like the only adult is driving.
Yep.
It's just chaos. And then like my joke is that the bus is bad because every kid on the bus is trying to communicate with the outside world. Like you never see a kid in like a super nice SUV like going like this. It's only kids on the bus. Trying to get attention from the outside world. They're like writing help in the dirt backwards. And then another thing we used to do is like make baby feet for a reason
on the fog.
on the fog. So you'd like
What?
fog up the window and you'd go
They
like
put your hand like
this
that?
hat,
Uh-huh.
and then you'd go like little feet. And you're like, I don't know why.
It could have been misinterpreted as like
Well,
a monkey
tell
hand.
the rest of the joke.
Like maybe if they think a baby's in here, they'll stop it. Because
Yes,
the bus was
yes.
always a nightmare. I mean, it was a nightmare. It was fun, but it was also like
I was
chaos.
gonna say, you said you liked the bus.
I did like the bus, but it's
You flipped.
chaos.
Oh, okay.
It's like there's kids fighting. This kid smells. There was one kid that would like gnaw on the seat every single time, and he was just like sucking on it.
Spitwads were a
Spit
big
wads.
thing.
People would cut open the seats and like hide shit in them,
With
and
popsicle
then
shanks.
yeah, exactly,
Yes,
like
exactly.
popsicle
That's what I'm
shanks.
saying. That's what comes back to that. I was like, there's something about escaping. I don't know. The kids are just like troubled youth.
Or maybe it's thousands and thousands of years of like, you never know.
You never know. Gotta start making a weapon.
Exactly, like things.
Oh yeah,
could
like if
go.
we used to have like bonfires all the time at our house, and like just in the summer because we were in the woods or whatever. But everyone enjoyed sharpening their stick. Right?
Everyone enjoys sharpening a stick.
more than cooking anything. It was just
More
getting that
than
stick
cooking.
ready,
Yeah.
getting it
Yeah.
sharp.
There's something
getting
to it. You
Like,
don't want
wow,
to just
that's
buy
nice.
the metal plastic ones that go in there. I want to sharpen my stick.
Yeah. I remember our littlest sister, our like basically grandpa would come over and he would have to sharpen hers for her because she couldn't use a knife.
Yeah.
But then hers would be the best one.
Yeah,
Like,
Uncle Chet would do it. Yeah, Uncle Chet would do it, and you're like,
an adult handled this one.
yeah, an adult did this one, and you can tell.
Yeah.
And you can tell that he did it. That's so funny. Did you make any weapons? Well, we talked about this. You making swords is like sticks and
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so I mean, I think that's just like a natural. You pick up a stick, like this is instantly a sword or a gun, depending on how long it is.
yeah.
Or if like a stick has like a weird little stump part on it, it's like like a trigger,
Oh
Yes,
yeah. Oh
that's
yeah.
real.
and then you make the sound that we've
That we've talked about before.
That we've talked about.
Famous sound.
That
Catchphrase.
only men can do.
That only men can
I
do.
don't know if that's true.
I actually
That-
would like to do a poll to see if women can make that sound.
Okay.
Because I've yet to meet a woman that can make the sound.
We were just talking about
I'm
this
not saying they
because
can't. I just
my
yet
baby
to meet
sister,
one.
saw a video.
I don't care how tomboy you are. Yet to meet one.
Exactly. My baby sister sent me a video of Tom Cruise eating popcorn.
I saw
Did you see this?
where he's like throwing it.
Where he's just like, yeah, kind of like, and then she's like, she showed it, like sent it to me, and then she's like, why is it like, do all men eat the same way? And she made a good point because it was kind of exactly how you picture dad eating popcorn is the way he did it, where there's kind of like open mouth, sort of like they can't get like enough in, like they don't like just like single-handedly like go like take a thing, put it in like this. They're like.
Like a comical.
It's like a It's like on a belt. Like they can't, like if you see the video, it's very much like, and like but the first thing like my baby sister said was like, why do all men eat popcorn this way? And I was like, I think it's part of those things, like making the machine gun noises, eating popcorn that way. Like he's kind of like open mouthed, like eating. I don't know.
You don't finish chewing before you put the next thing in?
Yes, you don't finish chewing. Yeah. I can
gluttony.
give you my phone, Jess.
I'm looking.
It's just gluttony.
I don't think. I think it's maybe.
I feel like there's like a haphazardness to it. Like he's like this, like.
Yes, that's how Dad would do it. Like I don't care. Yeah, like half of it's falling out.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like, and it's like exactly how Dad would eat.
Like, and I think the standing too is something.
Yes, the standing kind of hunched over, like
but
you
I'm
can't
like,
take a seat.
But
and
how do
eat
we
it.
eat?
You're
know?
like on the go, like.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I have never seen you eat like that, so I'm like, that's a way of.
I feel like we've eaten like I'll get like popcorn, and I'm like.
For the record, I don't think I eat like that.
You don't think you eat like that? Okay.
I think I would eat a popcorn like this.
Maybe
like,
it's a man of a certain age.
I think that's
like,
a whole thing. That the man of a certain age and the age that in question.
Boomers.
That, yes, is a lot of things going
troubled.
on there.
It's a
lot going on. At
troubled
that time.
age.
There's
Yeah.
a lot going on.
Lead poisoning.
Yes, the lead. It really.
She said that, and then she said another thing. She said was that it's like how like dads of that age all did like the reach from the front seat. Stanley. What? They all did like when they're driving or
snack.
And they want like part of whatever you're eating, and they do like the
like cup,
and they
hand.
do like this like
come on.
Like come on, give me.
Come on.
Moms, I've never seen a mom do it.
Mom don't do that. Mom don't do that. Moms don't do that. Yeah.
Moms will like. I feel like moms aren't like.
Moms
will
try
turn.
to get some of your snack. Mom's giving up her snack.
Yeah, moms
for
don't
you.
eat. Moms don't eat.
Yeah,
moms
just
don't
provide.
Eat.
They just
have
provide.
gum.
They
They
just
do have gum usually. Gum
Yeah.
or some sort of mint. But,
or even if mom did want something, I feel like she'd do like this, like maybe like that.
but never demanding.
But never like. But that thing that
probably 'cause
that
the
like
mom-
fat hand is just like
Probably
so
'cause
big,
the
like that
mom-
like
the mom is
Big
like
ass
sausage fingers,
Yeah.
like huge hand that your dad has.
Because the
where he's
mom is like, I will
"Dad."
starve before my child is even
Of course.
inconvenienced
Of
at all of
course.
food. I'll
Of
provide.
course. And then
the dad's
dad, you're like, Dad, you eat
the
my
dad's
ice
like
cream. He's
fighting
like,
for
yeah.
resources.
Yeah, dad's fighting for resources with the kids. Yeah, exactly.
Well, he knows that you have the shank.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he
He's like,
doesn't know, and that's why he's
Give
being
me your
so
shank.
demanding. But we're prepared.
Let me use that shank.
That's
of
what
yours.
the shank was for.
That's what, just in case.
You just didn't get the courage to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just wild to me. Like I don't know if it's like the culture or something, but like that they're all like kind of universally similar. It's just wild.
Yeah.
Everyone
generally had the same.
Speaking
dad.
of fathers, I posted this thing about the old game Don't Wake Daddy.
Oh yeah, the
Did
board
you have
game.
that game?
What is it called?
It's called Don't Wake Daddy. It looks like that. There was a commercial that was like, "Don't wake
It
Daddy."
looks familiar, but I definitely didn't have it.
And basically,
didn't
the
either.
whole premise is like the dad's sleeping, and there's like I think the game had a buzzer go off or something like that. And
Yeah,
it's like,
basically you're trying to
anyway.
sneak around and your dad
he's
was
gonna
sleeping.
get pissed off.
How does the game work though? Is it like Operation where you can't like touch a thing or something?
Kind of, yeah. I think it is like Operation. Some people said that it started their anxiety because you had to be careful not to like, I don't know, trigger it, and then he would like bounce up in bed, and then he'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, fuck, Dad's awake," which is just so funny because I'm like, that's why I said that it's like that the worry of waking a father was so widespread they made a board game out of it. It's just like absolutely wild. So then all these people were in the comments were talking about how like, oh, my dad's so toxic, my dad blah blah blah, and some of these are absolutely crazy. This is absolutely crazy. It says, my parents would lock the door and put on a loud sound machine and sleep super late. If we needed them, my sister would put the cat in the attic crawl space that had an opening in their closet, and the cat would wake them up. Which is crazy that they're like putting the cat in the walls.
Do you think they like gave the cat a little like talk about what it had to do, what the mission was?
Maybe. It's crazy because another person commented, we had an attic crawl space cat too. And one time I woke up with a massive earthquake, but at first I thought it was a cat and was like, what the fuck are they doing in the ceiling? I was like, that is crazy.
You guys kind of have that too in a way.
What? Oh, the cat's upstairs.
Yeah.
Bouncing around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are always crawling about. You didn't think cats were loud, but like once you live underneath some, you're
you're like, they're doing wild stuff. This one guy said, in the comments, he said, I once was bit by a mouse we caught in a trap. Instead of waking my dad, I left a note next to the mouse, letting him know I was bit, and walked myself to school.
That's crazy.
Sad.
And I was like, and then he said, yup, they tested it for rabies. I was scared after they told me I might have to get 20 shots. My mom still has the note I wrote in the photo album. That's absolutely wild.
That's pretty fun, though.
That you wouldn't wake up your parent to be like, I just got bit by something. I better let him sleep. Like,
I wouldn't wake Dad up.
I wouldn't wake Dad up either.
I tell
What?
Dad this? Dad's not going to do anything unless it's like a danger to my unless we have to go to the hospital.
So
I'm not going to wake him up.
Did all these dads work like night shift or something?
Some of them did. Some of them didn't. No.
Because I'm thinking, I'm like, I've never been in a time where my dad was asleep when I was awake.
Oh, my dad naps a lot.
My dad, when I was awake, he was always awake for 900 hours before me.
Wow. Yeah. Some of them said their parents had night shifts. Some of them not. They were just
Our dad woke up really early.
He woke up really early,
at
though.
4 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
So I think whatever is his. Don't wake him up because now his work is so important.
But I will say though, a lot of people,
and he only had 1 day off a week.
But
so.
Dad was also a pretty heavy sleeper.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, I had to be
Oh yeah, we didn't have to be.
Someone's like, I literally to this day, someone said I have a problem with the way I walk because I trained my body to walk so lightly that it's not the proper distribution of weight, and I've fucked up my feet because I couldn't wake up my dad sleeping, and I just thought that was wild. It was just absolutely crazy. Stanley, do you go outside? Or
no,
he dropped a toy.
Play a game.
Yeah, he's trying to play. Don't play. Go lay down. No one wants to play right now. Okay. This person said, I crawled into my parents' bedroom at 6 years old. Kid, I was sick. I went to my mom's side and said, Mom, I threw up. Dad, who had apparently swapped sides, promptly punched me in the head as I woke him up. He got punched in the head by his dad.
That's crazy.
But they were also said too, some people, the dads had very violent reactions when they woke up. So maybe that's why you don't wake daddy, because they
become violent.
Or they're startled is what I meant. They weren't trying to be violent. They were literally oh my God.
What happened to them that
exactly that they can't be exactly
woken up? It's were these men in prison or something?
I don't know.
It's if you get woken up in the middle of the night, you better be ready to fight.
There's a Instagram, I assumed also TikTok guy that makes funny videos, that he has one where it's when you wake up your mom or something, and it was I was dying at it the other day because he starts off he has a wig on and he's asleep, and it's he's stress sleeping, he's just going he has his face
he's
crazy.
Pretending to be the mom.
Yeah, the mom is just asleep but also stressed out. Yeah, it was really funny.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Is the kid when he wakes up, the mom very just standing there until she wakes up?
No, he says there's some things under my bed or something stupid like that.
Yeah. I feel this is always a time I have memories of when I was maybe 6 or 5 or something, going in my mom's room and being
Yep, me too. I was gonna say the same thing.
And then she wakes up and she's oh my God.
Yeah.
I did that to my dad.
I had a bad dream. But it's because you're not sure if you should wake them up or not. That's why as a kid I remember being she's sleeping. Maybe I should. I don't know if I should wake her up.
Well, you don't want a bad
dream, and
you don't want to do it loud. You want to be able to wake them up without being making it startling. Mm-hmm. So then as a kid your idea is to just stand at the end of the bed like a freak.
Yeah, exactly. Just an entity.
I did that to my dad when I was
maybe
a kid
they'll be
too.
Aware of my
I just stood on the side of the bed and just stared at him until he opened his eyes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Freak them out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing?
Isn't it crazy that works though?
It does. It
somehow
people have
you just
wake
know
up to
someone's staring
sixth
at you.
sense of feeling a presence.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, it is funny.
That's when you wake up in the middle of the night though, and there's no one there, and you're why did I wake up?
Someone in the co-op woke me up like that because they were on drugs, and we won't name. And then I freaked out at him.
Yeah, that's really terrifying.
Flipped out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was really scared.
Sleeping's a really vulnerable place to be. So.
I didn't punch him or anything, but I was just what the fuck is wrong? I just went off.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, it is fair. But when we were kids, like I didn't sleep in the bed. They were just like, you can sleep next to the bed.
Yeah, we have to sleep on the floor.
Kind of like the monster's under the bed, and then the best you get is like you get to be next to the bottom of the bed by your mom.
Right.
As far as we know, the monster might be able to go from bed to bed.
Yeah, arguably, arguably, I'm in a more vulnerable position now.
You were allowed to go in the bed once Dad left.
You could go in the bed, but if Dad and Mom were both there, then you had to.
Then you slept on the floor.
Unless
you were Sean. Unless you were the baby.
Did you have a pillow?
Yeah, I brought my.
You could bring your pillow. You could bring the stuff, but not anything up there.
Yeah.
I was looking up like this thing like recently though, like where they were talking about things that like used to be like things that used to be like feminine versus like masculine, like things that used to be like manly, like and unmanly to do, like sit down, like I guess they said that like wearing sunglasses used to be like men used to not wear sunglasses because it like wasn't a masculine thing for men to do. They're like real men squint, and so like men were just expected to squint instead of like because like something about men enduring the elements was like very manly because they also said like umbrellas, men weren't like supposed to wear umbrellas.
What?
Right.
I almost feel like that's kind of a thing still.
I think it still is.
I feel like it's a thing like men. I don't really see men with umbrellas that much.
Soaking wet and deal with it.
Yeah.
The tote bag also is a new revelation for men. Like people were just like, I'm just gonna carry like 18 individual items.
Right.
When it's like you can just put it all in a bag.
You just put it.
Well, that's a purse. And
yeah, and you're like,
it's just a bag.
It's just a bag.
And also, who cares?
Yeah, it's so weird. So like recently, I guess there's a new thing where like men.
Yeah, the idea of a purse is that it's for a woman makes no sense to me. Like if you think about it, like a way to carry your belongings on you is feminine or not? Like,
but there's like a backpack.
Why are you solving to carry on
Isn't a backpack
your person at all times?
I think it's just like over your arm for some reason and makes it become not for men.
Yeah, it's the position of the purse.
Because the backpack is fine.
Yeah, backpack's totally fine.
The backpack's fine.
But also it's not fine.
But people do the crossbody now, that's fine.
Yeah. But like old people is like
people had to fight for
men
that.
have like men carry a suitcase, you know, like businessmen type thing.
Everything's harder for them.
Yeah.
Like because your shoulder honestly though, I think the backpack is the easiest way to carry things. Like a lot of women carry these giant bags and like, oh, I'm getting a smaller one. Like my shoulder hurts. Like
I could see why. Like maybe if you don't want it, like if you're afraid,
the backpack should be the most feminine way to carry something because it's the easiest weight distributed way to carry weight.
Or the most masculine because you're like you could put like 500 things in there and have you all hunched over like you're like.
Well, that's like a hiking bag.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about.
It's interesting how that like the purse bag thing influences pockets. Like women's jeans for like a long time had no pockets at all, basically.
Or they're really small. Yeah. Like you're not going to be able to fit much stuff in it. Or like the cargo pant.
Yes.
Cargo pant.
Right.
You know, is basically a purse.
Yeah, they said that it used to be like a wristwatch used to be only for women because why would a man need a wristwatch? They had pockets, so they'd put their little pocket watch like. So you would never need one. So like, why would you like a lot of the stuff that they created were because they didn't make pockets for women,
right?
Which is so like bizarre to me. Or like, I mean, obviously like high heels or something like that they made for men and then, but I guess it's gotten to a point where like, I feel like we're creating like new levels of like what's feminine and what's masculine because I guess like there's like a new trend where like men are getting their eyelashes cut because I think it's like feminine to have eyelashes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's really weird.
Isn't that sad?
People in the comments are like, "This is really bad because your eyelashes like have a function."
Right.
Yeah, it keeps dirt out of your eyes.
Yeah. Like we use them to like stop the same thing with like eyebrows and everything else around there. It's like to stop stuff from getting down there. Into
no
your
one's
eyes.
asking for that. What?
No one's.
Is there a woman?
What woman that's like, God, I love him, but those eyelashes.
I think they're doing it for other guys.
They are.
Like that guy thinks I'm too feminine. I'm gonna cut my eyelashes off. Okay. Great. Now that man doesn't think
good for you, I guess. But
I'm not sure what.
Now you're gonna have an eye infection.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I'm constantly
cool?
ill. Yeah. But I can't go to the doctor because that's weak. So
Exactly.
I'm just blind.
Exactly.
So I just go to work. Your eyes are just like completely red.
Yeah.
Like your like eyelashes blind. Or your eyelids are like all like inflated.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, that's pretty sick.
Wow, that guy's so manly.
That's pretty hard.
That's pretty hard. That guy goes hard.
I told Jess about this, but we saw this thing. I showed it to Jess, but my mom was here, so I couldn't show it. I didn't want to see it, whatever. But there's this guy on Reddit who's making the argument that that his perfect woman was murdered through abortion, and that's why he doesn't have her.
What?
Yeah, he's like, it's women's fault because they aborted like my girlfriend, the woman that I need,
right,
has been aborted.
Okay.
And this is like a serious discussion.
That's insane.
It's just crazy to me that it's like gotten to the point where they're like, it's not that I can't find somebody. It's like the person that I was supposed to be with was aborted.
All of these things are just like, there needs to be less avenues for people to say things. Like, you shouldn't be able to just say stuff.
I think we thought like the internet was going to be the age of knowledge, and we'd all have, but we didn't know that we'd have access for all this bad knowledge too. And I think that's the thing that we kind of were
well,
like.
And also for people to, like, the concept of comments. You can always say something.
Always
somewhere
say something
about
like,
something you think about it.
It's absolutely wild.
It is insane.
Yeah, I can't stop thinking that the woman who would have fallen in love with me was aborted in this timeline, and that's why I'm alone. In another alternate timeline, her mother didn't abort her, and she grew up to fall in love with me. I must be very happy there, but here I'm a failure. Without a doubt, my aborted girlfriend would have loved me, and I wouldn't be sad.
When was she aborted, though? How did that, like, what's this timeline?
I assume years ago she was aborted. Yeah, right? Because he would, like, she would have been.
What is this from? Where do you find this?
This was r/Gen Z. So
what does that mean?
It was on the Reddit about Gen Z, I guess. Oh. Okay, I guess we can do one more. Just, do you have anything else, or?
Not really.
Okay.
No, the shivs was my big idea.
Yeah. It was a good idea. It's true. It's definitely something that you think. I think you think also your childhood is going to be similar to everybody else's, and you're like, yeah, we all did this, and then you find out
well, because so many things do end up being that way. Where
no, you're
like,
right.
Oh, we all kind of did this in secret, or like just in our own little like bubble of siblings or family, and then truly everyone does it. Like no one, we're just saying it out loud online, and then we're like, oh yeah, everyone did that. Nothing's original.
There's lots of videos of that where like everyone is like realizing they all had the same experiences as a kid, like
that they don't or
they do.
Yeah, exactly. But it's something so minute that it's like, oh, did we all chew on the tiny Lego pieces? Yeah, we did.
I saw one recently that was like when you're driving, or not when you were driving, when you're in the car and you're like in the back seat and you're like looking out the window and you see like the power lines, you like put your hand up and like have a guy run on the power lines and like jump off of the building and then slide down and I'm just like, I was doing that. I was doing that every day.
Yeah,
everyone was doing that.
And you're like, wow, we're all doing that. But then some things, like I remember writing something like in like a creative writing class in college and stuff, and it's like funny because I was like trying to describe something. I'm like, like when the lights go all like stars, like they become like little like stars like at night, and this guy like, I guess he knew like Upton Sinclair. This guy was like a heavy hitter, and he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And it wasn't until years and years later that I was like, oh, I have astigmatism.
Wait, what?
Like if you have an astigmatism at night, lights kind of turn into like little like stars. They turn into like little
wow.
And I always thought everybody felt that way. So he's like, I don't know what you're talking about here. I don't know. And I was like, no, you know how at night the lights kind of become like boop, boop, boop. And he's like, no, I don't. And it wasn't until years later when I got my eyes checked, they're like, you have an astigmatism in one of your eyes. And I was like, so there are things you're surprisingly.
I thought you were going to say you're like rubbing your eyes to make them all like weird.
Yeah, to make the vision weird.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, one thing I guess I did want to talk about, which I don't know how much time we have or not, but like the idea of like, so with work, I already said this to you guys earlier, but the audience hasn't heard it. So
hell yeah.
The idea of like having to like look a certain way for a client is kind of bizarre to me and annoying. Like I get like showering or something, but beyond that, like why can't I be myself? Like, do you know what I mean? Like basically I had to get like, I got really dressed up for work because I was like nervous about like this. There seemed to be a pressure on my team to be like, make sure you like look a certain way. And then my like main boss was
like, hey Jess, we're all gonna shower tomorrow. What about you?
Showering or what's happening? We're all I shower.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
It was almost like they were trying to like, they were like, I feel like it's like even funnier. It's like a peer pressure thing. Like, wow, how many times a day do you shower? Because I'll shower like, I think it's so cool when people shower. Like, well, it was like trying to make it like cool.
I wear a lot of like just t-shirts and like whatever.
Who cares?
To work. I don't. It's not that I don't care. It's just easy, and it actually is a huge time suck for me to put an outfit together that looks super like feminine and like dressed up, quote unquote, like something you would wear to like a wedding, it takes me a long time to like think through because it's not naturally what I want to wear or have on hand.
I'll tell you what, people, if you're a lady and you wear pants a lot, you wear a dress, people lose it. Yeah, they do. Shit.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, they used to have 2 legs and now it looks like you have just one giant leg. That's amazing. They're like, minds are blown.
That's why I don't do it that often.
Right? I know.
That's
it's annoying.
It has impact. You know, everyone's wearing dresses every day. Like, Nick, if you show up with a dress, you'll probably get about the same reaction I do.
Yeah, you probably will. Yeah. Seriously.
Like, wow, this is crazy.
Whoa.
Never seen you in one. Didn't even know you wore them.
T-shirt and a pair of pants is an outfit.
That's an outfit.
That's what I'm saying.
But
the
not
clothes
for
are clean,
women.
Pressed, I guess. There's all these rules.
But anyways,
you gotta
dress up.
But just the idea that it's like, it's nice to do, and then like I got feedback that was like from higher up, being like, oh, like you should do this all the. I'm like, yep, well, don't like get used to it. And then the feedback was like, well, actually, you set this precedent, and like you are a leader, and like da da da. I'm like, well, the precedent I want to set is that you can kind of just wear whatever you're comfortable with, like not. I guess
this is also from a man too.
I guess if you're wearing like sweatpants that are like tattered with holes in them, like there's like a point where it's like maybe we're not paying this person enough. Maybe they need time off to go buy new clothing.
Right. But it's also pricey to look
whole
good
thing too. It's like it takes a long time to go shopping, to like get a haircut, get your nails done, all this stuff. It takes a long time.
No, the cost,
a lot of money.
The cost to look good for women is
the time.
So
it's a
high,
lot of time.
and time.
It's a lot of time.
But also the money too, like because it's like you don't expect men to get that dressed up for the meeting.
Right.
Right?
Like, what are you wearing? A suit? Cool. It's the same outfit for like the last 500 years.
Right.
Were people all wearing suits though? Like a full suit? Or just like a button down?
Button down, tailored kind of thing.
But do you guys say button down or button up?
Button down.
I guess they're 2 different things.
What's a button up?
Mm-hmm.
What's a button up?
I think a button, it has the difference if they have this. I think this is a button down because it has the collar's buttoned down, and a button up is something that doesn't have this.
That's crazy.
Doesn't have what?
Doesn't have like
the collar buttons.
On the collar.
That's stupid.
I mean, it's men's suiting, yeah.
The collar buttons are like more formal.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was just like whichever direction you do it, like or like a zip up hoodie.
Yeah.
No one calls it a zip down.
No,
hoodie.
Nah, it's not a zip down.
Because you
only
zip it.
Well,
that's because you zip it up. That's
it would make me think the buttons have to be put on from the bottom and not the top. Even though the top makes the most sense to anchor up.
No, yeah, I found that out because
buttons can go either way. Though.
I think it goes.
They could,
yeah,
you can.
I start in the middle.
Wow, that's a risk.
I start in the middle.
I bet you have to undo it several times.
One down, one up, one down.
That's wild.
I don't do that.
No, he doesn't do that. He puts his pants on one leg at a time. I put my dress on one leg.
There's a lot of funny things online. People talking about like you should never put like do you put like a shirt on before you put your underwear on?
Funny. It's so true. Yeah, you're like there has to be rules.
Yeah,
there are basic rules. You're like, of course. Though it does feel weird to put socks on before pants, but you have to.
I feel the opposite. I feel like if I put pants on and I don't have socks on, I feel weird about it.
Agree.
It's fine.
No, you're right.
It's just like
no, it does.
Something
it feels weird.
Like off.
If you have no socks on?
Yeah.
With pants on?
Yes.
What about shorts?
I think shorts feel just weird to me at all times.
Yeah.
Do you wear shorts or are you anti-short?
I'm kind of anti-shorts, but I will wear shorts, yeah.
Okay.
The concept of them, I think, is just not great.
They don't look good on most people.
They don't really look good on most people. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a hard look to pull off.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a big thing in like the stand-up community where it'll get hot and there's like this whole thing where like you don't wear shorts on stage. You're not supposed to wear shorts on stage. It's a bad look. It's like it makes you whatever. So whenever you see a guy with shorts, they're like they always have to say, "I'm wearing." I'm like nobody actually cares. Like I don't think, but maybe they do.
Address it. Go on.
No, address it. If I was wearing a dress, I'd have to address it. So
no, you'd
no.
But
yeah, shorts on stage when you're in a band also is a hilarious.
Is a weird thing. I don't know. I do feel like the women get away with it more.
I think a woman could wear shorts on stage and it's fine. Very punk or something.
Yeah, maybe it's kind of the shorts.
Real goofy.
Yeah, it just feels real goofy.
There's a other podcast that I listened to and they were talking about like the guy was like saying he was on stage like one of the first times he was in a band. And then they were like playing a show with I think it was like Terror. It was like a really big band, and the guy was like after the show, he was like, you're in like a hard rock, like heavy band. He was like, you can't wear shorts on stage. He was like, I never did ever again.
Wow. See, that's another thing too, that like when you're talking about the outfit, I feel like part of me really, really wants to be like an amorphous blob that kind of just like floats around and has thoughts and that is beyond being seen, because I feel like I don't like the idea of going on stage and having people be like, well, she looks like this, she must sound like this. Or I don't like people having like preconceived notions.
The visual being tied to the
It really makes me mad.
Yeah.
Even though everyone like pushes, they're like, well, you got to have your visual, you got to have your
be like
persona locked down. Like, yeah, I just want to be, I just want to be like a blob thing that comes out and is like, you can only hear the words. And, or if I was a man, that'd be nice.
Yeah, where it doesn't tie. What are you laughing about?
Just a blob thing. A blob. I want to be a blob thing that just comes out.
Just comes out like onto the stage, and they're like, "Here's the blob."
People start screaming. What is that?
They're scared. They're running out.
No, they're scared with how funny they think it is. They're like, "Great, a blob,
well,
fantastic."
They start laughing immediately.
Yeah, they love it.
You could do a whole costume like that. It will probably distract to some degree from your joke, but eventually people get used to it.
Yeah,
and expect it.
Yeah,
that'd be funny if it was part of your bit. You just come out in the most insane thing every time.
Yeah, and just be like
you never acknowledge it.
But I also, for some reason, I'm imagining something that's like, you know, those like Christmas decorations that are on lawns that are like blown up.
Yeah,
like that, but it's like breathing. Like, so your outfit's
yeah.
It's so distracting from the comedy, and there's like lights going off in like weird spots.
You're just like a blue ball on stage that's like
so distracting.
Going like
yeah, the air sound. You gotta have it.
So you guys ever notice when you're on the subway and it's just like shh, shh.
It's like knocking things over, like it spilled somebody's drink. Like everyone's drinks get spilled.
See, now it's gone the other way. It's become too distracting.
Yeah,
the blob should make you feel nothing. I'm completely neutral to the person's ideas.
We
and
want
jokes.
to label you and put you in a box.
Is your face visible, or are you just
no? The face would be the first thing to go. Honestly, wearing a mask might help.
You could just wear a jumpsuit and a mask. It'd be Slipknot.
Yeah, but then maybe people like the emotions on people's faces, but I feel like that's the problem, because I've been told by some people that they're like, you don't smile enough up there, and I'm like, why am I
smile more for us? We don't know where to laugh.
Maybe the blob changes color.
Yeah.
Again, distracting.
Green light. It's like a little green light.
It's got
or the blob has like a big smile on the front.
Exactly. The blob is just a big smile.
Yeah.
And it kind of like talks, but it has no. The gender of the blob is unknown.
And you have like a voice modulation thing happening, so your voice all
I also just had this idea, like, what if it, like, after a punchline, like, you know how like in Nickelodeon there was like slime or something. It's just like part of it's like oozing after a punchline. It's like a disgusting mess.
Anyways, so I'm single, and just like
everybody in the front row gets just annihilated.
Just slimed, yeah.
And
honestly,
I love it. That's a lawsuit.
That's a lawsuit.
And you say, and that's my stuff, and then you just like go like off the stage. You just roll off the stage.
I just roll off. Yeah. I kind of picture someone wheeling me on, but I don't think there's a ramp.
Yeah.
So it
has to be a squeaky
like
wheel.
5 people come out with like ropes.
Yeah.
I like the idea too that it takes like, let's say you got a 10-minute set, it takes like 6 minutes for you to like get the setup. Like there's several people helping it like get wired in and like connected.
Oh yeah, it's not worth it.
You're on like some sort of a cart. But it's like they have like 5 people that have to lift the cart in. Yeah, there are people who have to lift the cart first,
and then wheel it, and then plug it in.
Yeah.
And then
but it's like
sound check it.
I was gonna say it's like it's like really hard to get you off of the cart.
Really hard.
They have, like,
it's
big like
a nightmare.
It's like when you have a motorcycle and
because
she's off of a thing, like a little thing come down and they have to roll you off. But then you roll off stage.
But because she's a blob,
that's what I picture.
But because she's a blob, she also does not help in like doing any of it. Though.
No, I don't. Yeah, I can't.
It would distract from the blob.
But there's a smile, and people like. I like that the blob is
smiling the whole time.
It's just.
Yeah.
And you start.
So they know I'm doing jokes and
you start doing jokes though while they're unloading.
Yeah, I will.
Well, that's helpful.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna. Yeah.
Except for time, you know.
Yeah, it makes
like
up for
when
time.
you go to a movie and it's like the one where you like you get food at the movie and it's like people like waiters or like walking
keep
by.
coming in and out.
Yeah.
Do you want
a nightmare?
Do you refill your drink? Why would they even have that? That's so stupid.
It's crazy.
People are like out of control. Can you like not eat a meal for like 1 minute? Like no.
I said that when I was in a group of people the other day, and they all acted like I was insane.
Really?
Like I was
for the movie thing.
Not that exact thing, but just I was like when I go to a movie, like I don't need to eat anything. Like that's not what I'm there for.
Right.
And it's like
They're like, you're gonna go 90 minutes without food
or a snack. I need a distraction to keep me awake during there.
Crazy.
I do like having a little snack, but
I mean it's nice to have, but it's not necessary.
I'm not anti-snack. I just don't understand why the people are like let's say you arrived to the movie, you know, some sort of circumstances are happening where you arrived late.
Post Malone.
God forbid.
Post Malone, you're on our list.
And you're like, okay, I can go in and get my seat, or I have to wait in line to get a snack and a drink and a popcorn and all this stuff. It's like you're there for the movie. You're not there to eat.
To eat.
But like some people are totally there to eat.
I mean, they have ones where it's full on like. There's a full-on like restaurant.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
That's what we're talking
That's
about.
crazy, though.
How distracting it is to have the waiters coming in and out.
I saw Nosferatu in Virginia in one of those because my friend was like, I want to go to that one. I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna be like the most annoying person who's like, you gotta come to the one near me.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, sure. And then I drove over there, and it was like, there was like a person that was like crouched down.
Yeah.
Right here, I'm watching the movie, and I'm just like, I don't need you.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing.
Well, also, I've said this before, too. The one I went to, it was like a brunch showing or something. And then so the smell of, like, syrup was, like, in the air. It kind of was gross. It's like a dark room with syrup smell, and I don't want that.
No.
And it's not dark enough for the movie, also. Because it's like...
yes, of course. You can't.
Well, like, they're not making it full dark in there.
Yeah.
Because the waiters
because people have to be able to see their food.
But then the waiters are getting on everyone. But the waiters do help...
Like it's like
police the like noises of other people, so that's good. But then they're also kind of the problem at the same time.
It's like at this point, it's like you're reinventing going out to eat.
Yeah,
like you're like,
yes,
you're like it's like okay, we'll
yes.
keep the lights on a little bit just so like we can still see the food. And it's like actually, you know what? It's like turn this off because like whatever's going on this up here, it's like distracting me from the food too.
Yeah.
Also, just like turn the lights on.
You know what? I'm going home.
I'm just gonna go to. I'm just gonna go to a restaurant.
I'm gonna go to a restaurant that watch a movie.
Basically, I was just hungry.
Yeah, I was just hungry. I just wanted food.
It's worse when you have to do stand up and you have to pretend that someone loudly being like, hey, so we want 2 drinks, blah blah blah, and that you have to pretend like it's not happening. But everybody in the room is listening to that. They're not listening to you. You're listening to them. But you don't want to point it out because they're not doing anything wrong. They're just like loudly ordering another drink. And you're like,
yeah,
well, some people like
makes me think of drive-in movies and like, but those are, I think, I would assume these are movies you've already seen before. If you're doing a drive-in or like a park movie, it's like The Sandlot for the 50th time.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, who cares if it's just a nostalgic moment or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because if it's a movie you haven't seen before and it's just like a chaos zone, I don't know.
Would you get candy as a kid at the movie theater, or do your parents sneak it in?
Sneak it in.
Hell yeah.
Shout out cargo pants once again.
Shout out cargo pants. Shout out cargo pants from the 90s.
And wearing jackets like in the summer.
Yeah.
Would
just, anyone do they
purse?
check for snacks?
I don't think they do. I don't think they care.
There's always that one person.
I feel like there's some 17-year-old hard ass that's like, I'm the manager of this AMC.
That's what I'm saying.
Takes his job way too seriously. Oh my God.
Like, we need to get those snack sales up.
You get these snack sales. They're taking money from AMC.
This reminds me of the comedy show I went to in New York, and I was like, I was blown away. This won't be news to you or probably anyone, but I was blown away by the fact that you have to have. There's like a 2-drink minimum.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like,
thought this was coming.
That is so insane to me. That you're saying like you are unable to go see comedy if you don't drink alcohol.
They'll let you do like water. Do they let you do?
Yeah, but now you've purchased 2 water bottles, which is just feels insane.
Feels insane.
Also.
Absolutely.
Well,
agree.
We'll just like the alcohol aside, I guess, just the concept of like in order to be here to watch this show, you must purchase
need you
2
boozed
things.
Up. Yes.
Yeah.
But
we
you already bought
a
ticket.
Bought a ticket.
Yes.
That's what's crazy.
Like drove or took some sort of other transportation. You don't live in the comedy center area.
Nope.
You've already done a lot to get here, you know?
And then they're like, let's booze them up.
You also have to pay for 2 things.
Mm-hmm. It's absolutely wild.
Why?
I feel like, and also depending on the club, it can be pricey. Like the drinks can be like $15, $20.
Insane.
And you're like, So on top of that, you're like already there. So,
but it's just like if I feel like that's like you're increasing the barrier to entry for a comedy show.
Agreed.
It's like, shouldn't it just be fun?
Yes. Well, the Lincoln Lodge, they don't have any drink minimums.
Nice, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're the great. Yeah. And you don't have to drink.
And they're the great.
And they're great. We love Lincoln Lodge. But a lot of clubs will still have that. And it sucks to bringing people. Like, I don't like drink. So you're like, do I just get water? Do I want to get this? I like that some of them have like items. So some clubs will be like, you get 2 items. And like one of their items is like a candy bowl.
Whoa.
Zany's has that. And I'm like, I'll get a candy bowl.
What kind of candy is in the bowl?
Just like a bunch of like Snickers, Milky Way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's like a candy bowl, like a Halloween candy bowl.
Yeah, like a Halloween candy bowl. It is like that.
Crazy.
And they have it, and you're like, all right, I'll get a can, like something like that. Where, and then one of them is like, which I think is like weird, but like loose M&Ms, which I feel like is
I
like
kind of like
a
that.
glass,
But it's also weird.
like a little glass container.
Yeah.
Like a little like.
I've heard
Bob's
many comics note the M&M bowl.
M&M bowl, and it's just like
tables.
very funny to be like your M&M comes in a bowl, but your candy is a.
But if I go to a show with Caitlin, it's like I'm a comic, so
Yeah.
Right.
If you're a
and
comic,
obviously
the
I
rules
am
are
a
different.
comic, so
Yeah.
it's not a lie.
So whatever,
anything.
take her to jail.
I just don't do that often. That's all.
When you said you can buy 2 items, I was imagining like you can buy like a paddle ball. Or like a fidget
yeah.
spinner, or like
That should be a thing.
Yeah, get some merch.
swag
little,
out
like
there.
Legos or
Get some
something.
swag out there. Yeah, little Legos to play while you're like
A little car.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like,
Like,
on the table.
it drives onto the comedian. They hate it. You don't want to give people stuff they can throw.
Right.
Because
You can
never
throw your
know.
drink.
Yeah, you could throw your drink. Yeah, that's true.
The water brawl, definitely the bottles.
Beer. I've heard a beer can.
Oh, yeah.
That's a thing in music too, right? Because like someone was
Bottles,
trying to explain
yeah.
to me like batteries. People used to throw batteries at.
Where are they getting
Yeah,
the battery
at bigger
from?
shows they don't let you get a can. They like pour it into a little thing.
Okay. Because they're
You
like,
could just-
so you can't.
Where's
hurt
the
anybody.
battery
Yeah.
coming from?
I have no
I
idea.
guess they're bringing them in,
Oh.
which seems crazy to me. Like, yeah, of course you'd bring batteries to throw at the band. I'm like, what?
Save your old batteries. Throw them at a band.
Yeah. It's like the
crazy.
modern day like tomato. Like you're like,
You're like heading out for the show and you're banging your remote on the table.
Yeah,
to get
you're
the
like,
batteries
"Nah."
out.
I
Remember
know.
when we went to that Renaissance fair and then there was that guy doing like he was like supposed to egg people on to throw tomatoes at them because it was the Renaissance fair?
I wasn't there. No.
You weren't there. Oh
no.
yeah.
But you told me about it.
The thing I was like most annoying. It's like probably not that person's fault because they're probably not actually a comic. But I'm like I hate when people like are in a comedic role and like aren't funny. It's like just like a pet peeve.
Was
of
he
mine.
supposed to be funny or supposed to be aggravating?
I think he's supposed to be more aggravating, but like he clearly was trying to make jokes, but it was just like, this is so. But it was so hot out. It was.
Did
like,
you throw a tomato at him?
unbearable. I don't think I did. 'Cause
I
he
think the
was
whole
really
thing
giving
that
people
with a
hard
tomato is
time.
that they probably don't want you to throw it because
And-
you have to buy the tomato, correct?
Yeah, you have to buy the
Yeah.
tomato, and he's trying to be like, "Oh, you missed! Like you're such a loser, basically."
see.
And then the person's
see.
like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you now," because they're all mad.
Yeah,
But,
yep.
Yeah, that's it.
oh,
It makes
man.
me wonder if they used to do that back in the Renaissance times.
Yeah, to get more money. Like I
Yeah.
hate this thing so much. I'm
Yeah.
gonna pay money so I
But
can
then they
throw
would just
something
like
at it.
kill the guy probably.
Yeah, then they just exactly. Now they're throwing stones.
Jess made a shiv out of her tomato,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
she can just stab the man.
I was thinking. I know we probably talked about this before, like the war thing. But I was thinking about this recently, where I was like, why did they line people up like in a row to go march over to a castle?
I don't know.
I just don't understand like the organized fight like that. Like here, I have five. Maybe it's to be like I have 5,000 people.
Yeah.
You only have 2,000 people. You're definitely going to die. Surrender now.
Ooh, yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's
think-
why. Because I'm like, it just seems like okay, we're all gonna die.
Didn't they had a guy who was like the counter? Like he's like at
yeah.
the top of the spire going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. With the beads, probably. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The
an
bead
abacus.
count. As a kid, I felt like I was like, this thing's cool. But it was
An
just because
abacus?
beads were sliding. Yeah. I
Like
was
in
just
a
this
like a
is
doctor's
fun.
office when you
Yeah.
have the abacus, and they also have that little one where you go like
That moves on like
yeah,
a
like
train
weird
track.
tracks that are all
yeah.
different colors.
Yes.
Awesome. They
It
should bring
was.
those back.
They should. They should just bring
They should
those.
bring those. They should make an at-home version of that. I'm sure they do, but I
They
should get
probably
one.
do. You should. Yeah. There's probably like some high designed one or something. Who invented that? I bet
I
there's
don't know.
I bet that like that requires like a whole deep dive story.
There's probably a documentary.
That was
Yeah,
another thing.
probably
I
is.
found that they said that hunting with guns used to be considered feminine, which I think is funny because the gun was like a new like weapon, and they're like, you hunt with a gun? I guess you do it with a bow. I guess if you were fancy. So there's like portraits of like women with their guns, which is like really hilarious.
So anything that's like difficult and hard is like more manly then?
Yes. Until a certain point.
Men shouldn't drive then. They should just walk everywhere.
Yeah.
Because it's too...
They ruin everything anyways.
It's almost like it's all made up.
It's easier. They said control of soldiers. It's easier for a general or leader of an army to command lots of men in formation than men spread all over the place.
It'd be funny though if it was like, hey, you over there.
Hey.
It gives up their secret location that was helpful until they gave it up.
There was also no like a bullhorn. So it's like, how are you even hearing that guy in the front?
Yeah.
Like, in like Lord of the Rings or something, or
that's
like
what they said.
Like the guy who's like riding back and forth saying like, this will be the day, and then it's like the people
I'd
like
be in the back,
3 rows back.
What did he say?
Hear nothing.
Yeah.
What did he say? He said.
Yeah. It's
he
a
said
game
not
of telephone.
today. We should turn around.
We go home.
Heyday.
Home?
I couldn't hear him.
They're calling it off.
I have such terrible hearing. I wouldn't hear any.
Retreat. I heard retreat.
That's where they had horns.
He said they won't treat us that way.
Listen, if I heard a horn, I think I would go crazy.
Yeah.
Go ape shit with the horn. Especially like the orc horn, where it's like super deep.
That's like the main one I think of in my head is like the orcs walking up to Helm's Deep is my like icon for like a big group of soldiers walking.
Yeah.
Like they're not even
It's
humans.
rainy. They're all like screaming.
It's all muddy
They're
too.
upset. I'm like, I'd be so upset.
Such a mess.
If you made me go to Helm's Deep as an orc, I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad.
That's why they're mad.
I would be pissed.
Also in the cartoon version of it, whatever that thing was called, that cartoon Lord of the Rings thing that we watched, it's like winter. I'm like, no, definitely not. Not trying to be out being a soldier in winter.
Visually.
Oh, visually?
For the movie.
For the cartoon?
It looks cool, but
cartoon show? Yeah,
nightmare.
It looks cool, but I was like, can you imagine being winter and fighting? Barely have socks.
You don't have feet anymore. The feet are gone. They've been frozen off. It's a nightmare.
And that's why we had to dress up.
And that's why you gotta dress up for clients.
It's like when you're a kid, you play baseball and it's cold and you hit the ball with the aluminum bat and it's like bow in your hand.
Yeah, oh my God.
It's the weirdest pain.
And everything hurts more when you're cold.
Awful, yeah.
It's terrible. Like you stub your toe and you're like, ugh.
Well, it's not that cold out now. Luckily.
No, it's not that cold out now. Okay, well, I have other things, but that's all we have time for today, guys. Thanks for listening to the nonsense. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to our nonsense. If you like it, follow Checker Podski on all platforms. And if you want to support my stand-up, follow me at Caitlin Check. If you want us to talk about something or need to air out your grievances or family secrets, feel free to comment or email us at checkerpodski@gmail.com. Shout out to our producers and to Alex Oliver for our Checker Podski jingle.